it's Iman, the one and only, and I want you all to tune in to Entertainment Fridays on Access Now every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Who knows? Your favorite Bahamian artist might end up showing their face. But you gotta watch to find out.
What's Trending is turning 1, and we want to hear from you, our amazing viewers. In a short phrase, tell us what you love about What's Trending. Just grab your phone, turn it sideways, and record a quick 15-second video. Then WhatsApp your clip to 422-6827 for a chance to be featured on the show. Let's celebrate 1 year of trending moments together. And guess what? Our friends at Commonwealth back in session, but today it's all about the fun part, giving. Our back to school giveaway brought in entries from students all across the Bahamas, and we're so excited to celebrate Italia Pratt, our lucky kindergartner from TG Glover Preschool. She's about to receive some awesome tools to start her school year off with a big smile, and she's joined today by her proud father, Ezekiel Pratt. And helping to make this special moment even sweeter is Stacy Mackey, marketing manager at BTC, one of our incredible sponsors. Stacy helped to make this a little bit more magical today. So welcome to the show, Italia, Ezekiel, and Stacy.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
It's so great to have you here with us. Congratulations, Italia. And I guess I'm going to have to direct my question to you, Ezekiel. Tell us, how does it feel, or how did it feel when you heard that Italia was one of our lucky winners?
Oh, we were so excited. I said, Italia, you won. And Italia was like, I win? What did I win? I win? You know, it was very good.
So are there any exciting new, so I'm going to switch now to Stacy. Are there any exciting new promotions or programs that BTC is doing that viewers should know about?
Well, I want to say that for all of our prepaid customers, because what Milan is going to get in his device is going to be a brand new prepaid combo plan that he's able to have data as well as minutes. So do you use the phone a lot? Yes. Oh, there you go. You could be talking for hours.
All right, and Milan, for you, what's one thing you hope to achieve this school year?
Making the vice principal list.
Oh, well, that sounds
nice.
good. Congratulations again, Milan. We're so proud of you. And we know the school year is going to be amazing for you. And guess what? The surprises don't stop there. You're taking home a brand new BTC swag bag, the cell phone, of course, overflowing with goodies, a backpack from Carrie's Uniform and Fabric Store, packed with everything a student could need. A snack pack from the Broadcasting Corporation to keep you energized and ready to tackle the school year like a superstar.
And there you have it, folks. Backpack, smiles, and two very happy students. Keep shining, Milan and Natalia. And for everyone watching, remember that giving back is always in style. Don't go nowhere. There's more What's Trending coming away after this break.
That's what I'm talking about.
At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight. The Northern Edition has a look at stories making news tonight. September 16th marks 4 years in office for the Davis administration. Tonight, hear what residents are saying about the leadership. Meantime, 4 months after the Grand Lucayan signing, PLP chairman addresses opposition concerns over the project. And a woman reported missing is now receiving medical treatment in hospital.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks for tuning in. Topping news tonight, tomorrow marks 4 years since the Progressive Liberal Party swept into office with a landslide victory under the leadership of Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis. As the nation reflects on the party's time in office, many residents in Grand Bahama are saying they see progress and remains hopeful for what lies ahead. Shalia Roll has tonight's top story.
From Carnival Celebration Key opening its doors to many new major investments, the heads of agreement signing for the Grand Lucayan Resort, and countless job opportunities, the Progressive Liberal Party has made Grand Bahama a focal point of its national development strategy. Residents of the island are now praising the administration's commitment to revitalizing the island.
I must say a lot has been done.
Many things that we didn't have, we have now.
Yes, from where we came from the pandemic and hurricanes, I think my leader, Mr. Philip Brave Davis, has done a tremendous job.
The Prime Minister and the Vice Prime Minister is doing a very beautiful job.
I think some of the things that the plans that the government have had or that they've talked about have been good plans. And I think for the people here in Grand Bahama, some of them haven't come to fruition fast enough.
Among the achievements frequently highlighted by residents is the rise in the national minimum wage, a move many say has offered relief amid the ongoing cost of living challenges. The government also reduced value-added tax from 12% to 10%, a change that citizens say has eased the burden on households and businesses alike.
Reducing VAT is a winner, and I'm happy for that.
I was making $200 a week in minimum wage. Now, $60. When they came in, they lift the minimum wage, and that's an extra $60 in my pocket, and that's something very good.
The administration has launched a small home repair program aimed at providing assistance to vulnerable families, while also overseeing upgrades to the Rand Memorial Hospital. Plans for a new state-of-the-art health campus have also been set in motion, signaling the government's commitment to strengthening the island's healthcare system. But still, challenges remain. Residents continue to voice their concerns of no advancements to the Grand Bahama International Airport, adding that transparency is needed for timelines on major projects like this one, while also signaling the progress of Celebration Key. Some say that the entire island is still not feeling the impact of the multi-million-dollar project.
What needs to be done? I think the airport, I think when that reopen, then you'll see the effect. But to be fair, a lot damage from Hurricane Dorian, the pandemic, but you could see gradually Grand Bahama is coming back.
I would like for the airport to be taken, but eventually I believe they will get it going. I believe they're going to do it.
And with Celebration Key, we all celebrate that. We've seen many Bahamians, especially young Bahamians, have job opportunities. But I think the kind of impact that we would have anticipated and wanted to see or so far have on the rest of Grand Bahama.
As the government enters its fifth year, the people of Grand Bahama remain cautiously optimistic. For many, the signs of recovery are real, and the hope is that the momentum continues. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Roll.
Thanks, Shalia. Well, it has been 4 months since the signing of the heads of agreement for the redevelopment of the Grand Lucayan Resort. But questions from the opposition over the project's timeline and the government's silence continue to mount. Progressive Liberal Party Chairman Fred Mitchell is shedding a light on those concerns, assuring that the redevelopment is moving forward. September 15th marks 4 months since the heads of agreement signing for the redevelopment of the Grand Lucayan Resort, a $120 million purchase deal touted as a turning point for Grand Bahama. Since then, opposition leader Michael Pintard has continued to raise questions surrounding the sale. In a recent press interview on Saturday, September 13th, he called the project's timeline into question.
The Davis administration promised a turnover in August 2025. That deadline has come and gone, but yet no update.
In response, the Progressive Liberal Party issued a statement accusing the F&M leader of acting in his own interest rather than that of Grand Bahama residents. The release pointed to the last F&M administration, noting Pintard was in cabinet when the resort was purchased with no plan. It added that PLP has since worked to keep as many Bahamians employed as possible at the property. When asked about Pintard's remarks, PLP Chairman, the Honorable Fred Mitchell, had this to say.
I think it's a bit rich for someone who sat in the cabinet, allowed the owners of the hotel to walk away with the insurance money and then sell to the government at a price which was above the appraised value of the property, stuck us with a $1 million a month payroll and maintenance fee to keep the business going, to be complaining about a government that's now seeking and is on the way to resolving the issues in connection with getting the hotel started again.
Another concern raised by the opposition leader was the delay in salary payments for the resort employees. Salaries which were not posted on Friday, September 12th, were confirmed by Mitchell to be paid today, Monday, September 15th.
I had that confirmed this morning in my discussions with all the officials. If that doesn't happen, then get back to me. But the fact is, they're being paid today. The hotel is on its way being opened, and that's a good thing for Grand Bahama.
And as to why demolition has yet to begin at the resort, Minister Mitchell explained that a number of events recently hosted on the island caused a delay, but the process remains on track.
Hotel rooms are a problem. Their commitments were made for hotel rooms. So the question is, can you shut down the project when you have these demands? So there's a balancing act that's been going on through all of the negotiations. But there's no doubt it's going forward. We have every expectation that sooner rather than later, there'll be some clarity on things like when do you start building or when do you start demolitions. All of those things will take some time to develop. But the fact is, the project is underway.
Well, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honorable Chester Cooper, providing an update on the redevelopment of the Grand Bahama International Airport after coming into agreement with the Manchester Group where funding was to be provided. However, the government is now faced with finding another avenue to organize funding, which he says is progressing.
We executed a private-public partnership some time ago for the advancement of the airport. It involved the management agreement with Manchester Airport Group that continues to be actively engaged. There were to be Bahamian contractors, which we celebrated, and there was to be funding provided by the group. Regrettably, the funding hadn't happened. We are at the moment of organizing alternative funding. Whilst I can't speak to that today, I can tell you that we're making progress, and in due course I'll be making a further statement.
Switching gears now, the Grand Bahama Power Company coming under fire yet again, this time for disconnecting consumers without warning. Tonight, many residents on Grand Bahama say they were left without power with little to short notice, leading to mounting frustrations. Our Matthew Martinborough shares more details in this report.
I feel like they should have given us a warning, you know, because some people went to work this morning, didn't know their power off, and then go home this evening and the power off. Ain't no way to turn it back on, you know.
I think that's wrong. I should at least a grace period of some time to say, okay, to get you out before being disconnected.
In the midst of a widespread disconnection notice, Grand Bahamians are lining up in droves here at Grand Bahama Power Company. Residents say their power was cut with little to no warning, and many contend their bills have doubled or even tripled without reason in the last few months.
All of a sudden when I look, light off. And they just sent a message. So they doing all unfair things to people and stuff like that. You telling us one thing and you all doing the next?
A couple of weeks ago, she told me it's due to the raise they put on bill. It's actually higher than my current bill is. So I think that's outrageous. They need to do something.
I went from $48 to $140 to $287 to $360.
In the fray are community activists who are also raising concerns, especially with the ongoing heat, as they say the disconnections are not just inconvenient, but a nuisance.
If your bad decisions has brought about the maintenance failure of your major primary generation units, the people should not pay for that.
When I got a call and said, the power company is doing a mass disconnection, I have just paid my bill. I had to leave my groceries to come here. Leave my groceries because I'm a cook and I sell food. I couldn't buy them because I wasn't sure that the power company was going to disconnect my power.
Now, these consumers on Grand Bahama say a steady rise in the fuel surcharge has pushed their power bills even higher. Yet, they continue to endure the frequent outages from what they describe as an unreliable company. Many are calling on the Grand Bahama Power Company for greater transparency and accountability before any rate adjustment is approved. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
Well, the Grand Bahama Power Company has released an official statement on the matter. It says the Grand Bahama Power Company understands the recent disconnections have caused significant frustration and disruption for many of our customers. We know how important reliable electricity is to every household and business, and we sincerely apologize for the inconvenience this has caused. Our normal process is to provide clear communication prior to disconnection for non-payment, and we recognize that this step was not executed in this instance. We are reviewing our internal processes to ensure that customers are given proper notice ahead of any future disconnections.
And still to come.
50 young women assemble for the second annual Back to School Summit. That story, plus sports and more when we come back.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this one, sis.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CB. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Save more drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics, what you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, the prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs. Esquire's Menswear presents Passion for Fashion. Saturday, October 4th at the Pelican Bay Hotel at 7 p.m. Tickets are $50 and can be purchased at Esquire's Men's. Shape your crepe and oh my gosh, couture. Attire is elegant. The snack place has the best variety at the best prices, from chips, cookies, and candies to $2 snack bags packed with goodies. Find them in the Sunset Commercial Plaza next to the bicycle shop in Caravelle Beach. They're open from Monday through Saturday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.
Junkanoo Group is celebrating 25 years of music, and you're invited to the greatest show ever. Counting down the years, performing hit song after hit song. Stevie S, Colin McDonald, KB, Dyson Knight, and D-Mac. Saturday, November 1st at the Farm Marshall Road, 8 p.m. until. Tickets can be purchased online at www.bahamaseattickets.com for your skybox or to be a food vendor. Call 424-6433, 477-0191. Sponsored by ZNS, Island Luck TV, The Farm, Gatorade Today & Co. Limited, Krista Minute, and Associates.
In healthcare, precision isn't optional. It's life-saving. One wrong reading can lead to the wrong treatment. Using uncalibrated equipment means risking misdiagnosis, mistreatment, and unnecessary grief. That's where Livy Calibrations comes in. Trusted, accurate, and 100% Bahamian owned. From ECGs to fume hoods, defibrillators to patient monitors, we calibrate them all on-site with careful precision. Livy Calibration. Trusted results, reliable service, uncompromising accuracy. Book your calibration today, because in medical care, there's no room for error.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. Over 50 young ladies gathered this past Saturday for the second annual Back to School Summit hosted by LifeWise Choices Health Coalition in collaboration with the Grand Bahama Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. The event was filled with energy and purpose, featuring interactive activities like vision board creation, motivational talks, and workshops on health, self-image, and financial literacy. Organizers say the summit aimed to empower these young women with the tools they need to succeed in the school year ahead and beyond.
Today's day and time, and our young females have a lot, more than I did and majority of us in my age group had to deal with. So the Grand Bahama Alumni Chapter has taken in as far as understanding that and working with the young women. The young girls are really excited. We have some that were here last year.
We already know that next year we have to expand the program. We have a waiting list for today, and we're at capacity.
Now, with support from the Grand Bahama Port Authority, this year's summit was a huge success. GBPA's Customer Relation Manager Nicole Colbert also sharing valuable insights on goal setting and staying focused on the future.
My message to the young girls was empowerment and their legacy, their brand. What do they need to do to keep their brand? So I just wanted to impart in the young ladies. I shared my story about coming through the ranks of the Port Authority and also how it is to be a woman, a sister, and a professional. Sometimes you're scared, sometimes you're lonely, sometimes you're weak. But at the end of the day, you have to always remember that there is a vision, and you just need to craft that, learn how to develop it.
It's now time for your Health is Wealth Monday tip.
Continuing with the discussion on teen pregnancy. If a pregnant teen makes a decision to continue with the pregnancy, as her parent, encourage her to seek prenatal care, get tested for sexually transmitted infections, eat a healthy diet that contains more folic acid, calcium, iron and protein, and other essential nutrients, stay physically active, gain weight wisely, avoid risky substances like alcohol, tobacco, prescription and over-the-counter medications, and take childbirth classes. If your daughter lacks the money or transportation to obtain prenatal care, or needs information on continuing her education as a pregnant teen, a counselor or social worker may be available to help. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and remember, your greatest wealth is your health.
And that's a look at stories making news. Jay, I don't want to hear no football highlights today. What's happening in sports?
Today's a lucky day. The World Championships had a pretty good showing from 10 bombers in Tokyo, Japan. Some pretty good times for the Bahamian athlete, Kamiko.
All right, that's coming away next. But first, to check on the local weather forecast.
Here at Island Bedding, we provide Bahamians a local option for factory direct quality sleep products. We have also expanded to include a range of furniture and home accessories. Check out our new living room pieces, including sectional, TV stands, accent tables, and more. Come on down to Island Bedding and feast your eyes on prices you have to see to believe. Located at number 5 Queens Highway, across from Caribbean Veterinarian.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Strength isn't claimed, it's built. At Heroic Concrete, every block is made with purpose. Crafted to protect, poured to endure. From ready-mix to premium 8-inch blocks, we supply the strength our nation needs. Proudly made in Grand Bahama, built for hurricanes, built for legacy. creating products to bring value to our lives and strength to our future. Call 820-4376 or email sales@heroicgrouplimited.com.
Guess what? Budget Pest Control has something important to show you. Copter termites former Sandals, the super termite. What makes them super? Their ferocious appetite can attack your home from below and above. They even attack forestry. But don't worry. Budget Pest Control has extensively studied this species on Grand Bahama. You can even check out our scientific paper. So you can count on us to protect your investment. Call Budget Pest Control, the termite specialist.
Hey y'all, what you doing? I'm reading an iBox book from the library. And I'm reading a Vox book. What? An iBox book is a storybook that moves with you. And a Vox book is a book that reads along with you. Ooh, let me see.
The Sir Charles Haywood Library introduces Vox and iVox reading books, a brand new collection of interactive reading technology, the first of their kind in the Bahamas for children. But wait, there's more. We're also introducing Overdrive, our digital library, where you can find books for teens, young adults, and the young at heart, with over 4,000 magazines for people of all ages and interests. Come on, bring your entire family. Swing by and give them a try. They're all available at the Sir Charles Haywood Library.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to Sports. Top in Sports, Jonquel Jones and the Liberty survived Game 1 overtime thriller to take down the Phoenix Mercury 76-69 to go up 1-0 in the best-of-3 series. Jones finished with 7 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists in 35 minutes for the Liberty, who will now look to close out that series on Wednesday, at home.
They were, attacking the basket a good bit, so I just wanted to be able to protect the rim and then, use my rebounding to be able to help us close out possessions and ultimately win. So it was extremely important. But altogether, it was just a really great team effort. We got one. Now we got to go back to New York and get the second one.
Next in sports, it was a busy weekend for Team Bahamas at the World Track and Field Championships in Tokyo, Japan. Terrence Jones advanced to the semifinals in the men's 100 meters but finished 6th in 10.10 seconds, which did not qualify him for the finals. Anthea Shelton also finished 6th in the women's 100 meter semifinals in 11.14 seconds. In the women's 400 meters, Javonia Valcott ran 52 seconds in the first round. However, it was Printasia Johnson who ran a new personal best of 50.53 seconds to move on to the next round of the quarter-mile sprint. Donald Thomas also jumped 2.21 meters in the men's high jump, which was not enough to advance to the finals. Darren Sheldon, however, managed to run the rounds in the women's 100-meter hurdles in what was a stacked lineup. The Bahamian national record holder ran a season's best 12.49 seconds for a 6th place finish. And that's your quick check on sports. Your Facebook friend of the day is next. I'm Jay Philippe. As always, be blessed.
Doctors Hospital has reimagined primary care. We've invested to improve our health system, ensuring that accessible, affordable, world-class clinical care is closer to you. Your relationship with a primary care provider shapes the foundation of your overall health. Our new, modern primary care facilities are where critical diagnosis and true personalized treatment begin. With locations in Freeport and 8 Mile Rock, we invite you to experience the Doctors Hospital difference. Book your next appointment at clinics.doctorshos.com.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm self-insuring my investments, starting with this tarp.
We all remember the blue tarps after the storm. Let's make sure that we are covered with more than a tarp. Don't allow your investment to be at risk. Protect your investment with one of our insurance policies.
Nobody
does it
better.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you came for. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is, by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps, or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? Bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization. So if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that is going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Ramiko Knowles.
And I'm Jay Philippe.
Thanks so much for watching. Here's a live look at the Bahamas Tonight, coming your way next.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, a leading unionist may have a harder time than he imagined getting a further increase in the minimum wage. We'll tell you why. Also, the downtown straw market closes. Find out why and for how long. And wet conditions fueling some unwelcomed activity across the country. The Bahamas Tonight, the national report starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. The cost of living's shot up. So wouldn't the next step be to increase minimum wage? Well, at least that's the way a leading unionist sees it, 1+ year after the last such hike. Our Daniel Dean has the details of what an umbrella union strongly proposes.
Don't matter who say 260, we say 350.
Trade Union Congress President Obi Ferguson throwing that figure out as the suggested increase to minimum wage, crunching that figure down that comes down to $8.75 an hour.
2013, they will give you base figures for what it costs to live in the Bahamas. Could you imagine? $260, they say. You got a family of 4. How could you support that?
Firing back, Minister of Labour and the Public Service, the Honourable Pia Glover-Roll, stressed that it's not just a snap of the finger issue, but one that requires balance.
While we're ensuring that wages are where they need to be or where they can be for persons at the lower end to survive, there's also the fact that we have to ensure that cost of living, which the government is working on, to ensure that cost of living is balanced as well.
Minister Glover-Roll also maintains that the government must operate from a responsible and informed place.
The TUC is a member, is a partner in the National Tripartite Council, and the National Tripartite Council is charged with producing for the government an analysis and a report and recommendation on a livable wage for our country. We have not received any such report, recommendation, or analysis from the National Tripartite Council, of which the TUC plays a significant role.
In the end, though, while increasing minimum wage is not ruled out, programs have been implemented and facilitated to allow Bahamians to increase their skill levels and naturally qualify for higher pay. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Well, still on the labor front, the Bahamas Customs, Immigration and Allied Workers Unions peeved, and behind their annoyance, a circular union president, Deron Brooks, says was issued by the Ministry of Public Service, altering the terms and conditions of employment.
These amendments were made unilaterally without any consultation or engagement with the union, which is very troubling. The union firmly believes that any changes affecting employees' rights, working conditions, or benefits must be discussed and agreed upon through the proper and established channels. The failure to consult with the union violates procedural norms and undermines the trust and collaborative relationship that should exist between the employer, the union, and the staff.
Now, according to Brooks, the so-called changes have led to anxiety among his members.
We want to assure our members and the wider public that the union remains steadfast in its mission to protect workers' rights and to ensure that any modification to terms and conditions of employment are handled transparently, fairly, and in accordance with the law. Regrettably, this is not the first instance of such behavior by the employer. Circular number 5, issued on the 18th of March 2024, also released without consultation. That circular sought to revoke 1 week of vacation per leave per year from staff who, in accordance with general orders and our industrial agreement, had reached a salary scale that entitled them to 5 weeks vacation.
Brooks says they are in active discussions with legal advisors and affiliate unions to determine the best path forward to achieve a respectful resolution. Outrightly disagreeing with the claims, Labour and Public Service Minister, the Honourable Pia Glover-Roll, told us her team has requested a meeting with the union this week to ensure that interpretation of the letter received is understood. Now, she holds, though, that there is no unilateral change in condition for employees. Well, should all go as planned, a request for proposal should soon be sent out for the construction of residences and hotels on some of the properties the government owns on the eastern end of Bay Street. It's all part of ongoing efforts to revitalize the city center in hopes of pulling in a greater number of tourists. So far, lampposts and signs have been erected and several abandoned buildings demolished.
So the work continues. I emphasize that this is heavy lifting. The deterioration has been going on for 3 or 4 decades, and therefore the work will not take 3 to 4 decades to be built. But the reality is it has been neglected for a long time, and we're now putting in the work.
Still talking tourism, the straw market, once a vibrant hub of Bahamian culture, needs some help getting back there, and in upcoming months it will, thanks to the persistence of vendors coupled with action by the government. Our Daniel Dean explains.
Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, the Honourable I. Chester Cooper, heard that uncomfortable heat tops vendors' concerns. Though no date or time has been set, Friday stakeholders, including straw market vendors and board members, are set to meet to discuss when temporary closure of the market for renovation would be best. And while some vendors are afraid this closure will mean a blow to business, others say it's long overdue.
In every case, whatever you deal with, whether it's your home, your car, it always needs renovation. So inside this place now, I think we need renovation because I think sometimes it's too overcrowded with some of the things what we have. The space can be more open for people who come in with wheelchair, and the place could be way more cleaner, tidier, even with the electricity, even with the restroom. Yes, we need renovation. I agree with that, 100%.
My only grievance right now is this light, the strobe light, and I'm losing too much business, and everybody around here is losing business too. Because even when they standing up here to go, when you're trying to make a sale, they go because they say they don't want to get a seashell.
Some of these vendors complain these issues have been alive and well for decades, and they got the chance to reiterate these issues to the Deputy Prime Minister during the walkabout. But the Deputy Prime Minister says the Ministry of Works and other government agencies are working collectively to address these issues expeditiously.
Over the course of the next few weeks, they will be attended to. And there's some concern as to how that will be done, when that will be done, whether it will be done smoothly along with their operations and them not losing any income whilst it's being done. Those are natural concerns that I think between ourselves and the Ministry of Works and the board will determine what's the best approach to get it done.
And the DPM acknowledges that the country and its tourism product was built by straw vendors. Happy to know that they've been making a decent living off of their craft. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
The tourism minister also providing an update on Sandals Emerald Bay Resort, which closed last year, with the anticipation of reopening as beaches exuma in 2026.
We anticipate signing agreement very soon. The reality is that Sandals had a dispute as it relates to their taxes with the government of Bahamas. That dispute has been substantially settled, and now it's a question of them moving forward with the actual signing of the agreement. All of the terms are already agreed, so we expect forward progress very soon.
Coming up, parents fight at a junior high school, drawing the attention of the principal and the police. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. That and more news in a moment.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this one, sis.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CB. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
The last eclipse of our galaxy. Scientists are gathered here today to witness this extraordinary event. Simply marvelous, extraordinary, unforgettable, one of a kind. Oh man, that's amazing.
You can't ignore the craving that makes everything crunch. The new crispy barbecue bacon sandwich with barbecue sauce, cheddar, bacon, crispy onions, and an extra large chicken fillet. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Hello, bonjour, hola, hello, ciao.
No matter where your passport takes you, BTC roaming keeps you effortlessly connected. Enjoy seamless calls, lightning-fast data, and affordable roaming across the globe. No SIM swaps, no stress. Just one network, working everywhere. So go ahead, explore the world, and still be just a call away from home.
It's me, Wednesday Addams. Your life just took a dark turn. I regret to inform you that I have devised the meal of misfortune with Wendy's. It's pure torture for your taste buds, with 4 nightmarish dips of dread. Don't waste my time asking which ones you'll get. You must surrender to your fate. Enjoy the anguish.
Pack your
bags and get ready for a summer of incredible adventures with B.O.B.'s Bucket List Bliss promotion. Now through September 30th, be approved for a B.O.B. consumer loan or a Visa credit card, and you could win exciting weekly prizes plus a fabulous vacation for two to a B.O.B. Bucket List destination. So this summer, keep your passport on standby and win big with B.O.B., your bank of solutions. Apply today at www.bankbahamas.com. Terms and conditions apply.
You're looking at a shot of Clarge Primary School near the mall at Marathon. That shot courtesy of our drone pilot, Kyson Miller. Way to go, Kyson. Welcome back. Two parents of C.H. Reeves students may be facing trouble with the law after a brawl broke out on campus, much to the dismay of the administrators, teachers, and students who witnessed it. While it occurred at 3:30 in the afternoon, students waiting on their rides and athletes at practice all witnessed the event, which the school principal is determined to address to avoid a reoccurrence. Felicity Darville has more.
3 ninth grade female students of C.H. Reeves Junior High School let an argument from the last school year carry on into the summer over social media and spill over into the new school year. Things turned physical on campus on Thursday. Principal Dr. Sterling McPhee was having none of it. The students are on a 2-week suspension, but not before he called a parent-teacher conference. It included Superintendent Ferguson of School Policing and Education District Superintendent Shavannah Darville.
We had all of the parents, met with them on the inside of the auditorium. We were able to gather them together. Sadly, to say that there was really no resolve at that particular time. The instruction was given by superintendent. If parents felt as if they needed and wanted to make a formal complaint against the other parent, that was the instruction that he gave. We don't know whether or not that has happened, but like I said, here at C.H. Reeves, I'm going to be making a formal complaint due to the behavior of the parents in front of our prince and princesses.
As the parents left the auditorium, a fight broke out in the school's main square.
We were dealing with the young ladies, we were dealing with the situation, but sadly, when the parents came, they did not come with the right, to me, they did not come with the right attitude.
An attitude that their children seem to have adopted, and that is why Principal McPhee is taking action.
And this is one of the reasons I'm making a formal complaint. I would share with our staff here, I think one of our greatest challenge here is that we are really kind of contending with what's happening in homes. Most of our children here, very respectful, just very respectful students. But when we see parents coming on campus and we see how they conduct themselves, then we get to see a bigger picture.
When our role models, including parents, set a good example, the children tend to follow. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Felicity Darville. Well, the significant role science plays in the fight against crime highlighted during Forensic Science Week at police headquarters earlier today. As Vern Carey tells us, the initiative also featured an interactive exhibition aimed specifically at high schoolers.
The Forensic Science exhibition at police headquarters allowed high school students from across New Providence to see firsthand that every contact leaves a trace, enabling police to link suspects to crime scenes while exonerating the innocent. Acting Minister of National Security, the Honorable Miles Sarota, toured the exhibition. He determined that the Royal Bahamas Police Force is moving towards a more science-based approach in policing.
So the public can have faith in the work of the police, in that when cases are presented in court, that these are not just circumstantial evidence, but some science-based evidence that's being presented. And I think that would make the public much more comfortable in the outcomes of cases.
Local forensic evidence is usually shipped abroad for analysis, but Commissioner Felice Chantanos says talks are underway that could change that.
So hopefully we will get further into our discussions with the Ministry of National Security and further with the government so that we can establish a forensic lab here in the Bahamas. We do have the officers who are quite qualified in DNA testing, and so we just need the equipment now.
For students, Lakino Lightbourne and Sanai Jones, acting as crime scene investigators was an eye-opener and something organizers were hoping for.
My experience, it gave me the first-hand experience on what the people inside the forensic department does in order to stop and prevent crime.
I learned how they sample each and every evidence into separate categories, and I learned that they write down each evidence under separate categories.
And the whole idea is to get high school students and college students aware as to what we do and how important what we do is to the country. This is a collaborative effort between the Scientific Support Services as well as the Crime Scene Investigation Unit.
The week of activities will end on September 19th. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Fern Carey.
Well, some deemed it a tornado, others a brief storm. Local weather officials have pinned down Friday night's phenomenon, though, as a microburst. But by whatever the name, some eastern New Providence residents are still reeling from the blow it dealt. In this next report, our Corval Parfum tells us where Bahamas Power and Light officials are with restoration efforts.
Good evening, Makushla, and some good news on this back-to-work Monday. Power has now been fully restored to the estimated 1,000 Bahamas Power and Light customers that were impacted by Friday night's weather microburst in eastern New Providence. BPL's Chief Operations Officer Anthony Christie confirming that the majority of damage was confined to the Fox Hill South and Cool Acres areas, and power returned to those communities in less than 24 hours.
Following that, we'd have had some isolated areas that presented some challenges, inclusive of Imperial Park, due to the design and structure of the poles. Accessibility was a challenge. We'd have had some issues in San Souci. One issue, I think, let me see right here, High Vista, Fox Hill Road still remains a challenge, and then on Eastern Road and Chancery Lane. So those areas produce some challenges, so customers would have experienced some delays in getting those resolved. But as of 9 a.m. this morning, a majority of the customers were back online. Presently, we're still dealing with one isolated area in San Souci on Mandarin Drive, and customers, we apologize again for this delay, but some major equipment was damaged there, inclusive of a transformer and a cable fault, which is now being addressed.
The microburst lightning strikes hit several electricity poles that create power surges. These surges put pressure on a transformer that caused it to blow.
Most areas that are underground were not impacted unless there was a heavy surge that caused a cable fault, as is in the case of San Souci, where you have to go underground. But again, because of the high level of surge created by the lightning strike, this caused the equipment to damage. And of course, if lightning strikes the poles, the pole itself would snap, and that would have to be replaced, redug, and placed so that the lines can be pulled and reconnection done. On Fox Hill Road South, I witnessed, and they showed me that 3 poles were damaged there, but it was a lot of lines, low voltage and high voltage lines that were impacted, that came down. Trees impacted the lines and caused faults as well. So a lot of trees impacted the lines that had to be cleared. And again, these trees may have not been impacting the line initially, but because of the wind and whenever they broke, they just fell across the lines.
Well, some good news there tonight. Well, power restoration, Makushla, just the first step in what will undoubtedly be a very long journey ahead for these residents impacted by Friday's severe weather. Back to you in studio.
Well, thanks, Corval. And a word of advice tonight to the public. True to form, the increased shower activity across the country to increase the likelihood of mosquito breeding. Officials from the Department of Environmental Health Services say to assist in decreasing that potential, which can very well lead to mosquito-borne illnesses, it's important residents check their yards for any containers that may hold water, empty those containers and turn them over, discard unnecessary debris, and trim those trees as necessary. And this as the weather forecast calls for more rain this week. In the meantime, mosquito fogging exercises continue to protect residents during these rainy periods.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Are you straight?
Bro, I ain't getting no service. I can't make no calls. I can't post nothing on my stories. I don't get it.
Wait, you on the live? Shad, come, let's fix that. Come. This one needs saving. Pour them over, please.
Say less. Sign up today. Enjoy 5 gigs on us with select prepaid plans when you port your number to Alive, or 3 months free Alive fiber services when you port your landline.
because all of we means
collective hope, togetherness,
sharing resources, you're sharing energy, and you're sharing a common goal.
all of we means community,
We jamming.
a shared history,
Coming together to share their ideas.
All of we is one family. All of we is one. The journey that we share.
Stronger together.
A perpetual collaborative effort that's built on community. That's what all of we means to me.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
Well, we're going to get a jump start on what's coming up in Access Now, and for that, we turn it over to Marlena and Royston. Hi, guys. Ta-da! I'm not alone anymore. He's back. I'm so excited.
I'm so happy to be back. You were having too much fun here. I had to come back and join you.
Truly. We have a lot of fun coming tonight, too. We've got Vocab the Entertainer coming up next. But
Absolutely.
Yeah, really looking forward.
I thought I was the funny guy, but we'll turn it to him for the real comedy.
Well, that's good. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, continues after this.
Diet-friendly special.
Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy, all new. Signature hot, hot wings. What's your flavor? Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken. Those pepper wings.
Now available at Popeyes in Nassau.
Sting Junkanoo Group is celebrating 25 years of music, and you're invited to the greatest show ever. Counting down the years, performing hit song after hit song. Stevie S, Colin McDonald, KB, Dyson Knight, and D-Mac. Saturday, November 1st at the Farm Marshall Road, 8 p.m. until. Tickets can be purchased online at www.bahamasettickets.com for your skybox or to be a food vendor. Call 424-6433, 477-0191. Sponsored by ZNS, Island Luck TV, The Farm, Gatorade Today & Co. Limited, Kristen Minute, and Associates.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
That's it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.